Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney. Today we're going to talk about what I'm doing for 2021. Before I get to that though, I want to remind you, if you are not subscribed to the world's greatest law firm owner newsletter of all time, you can do so by going to theunconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. Every Sunday, I send you some goodness. It's themed. Week 1 is marketing. Week 2 is advertising. Week 3 is sales. Week 4 is mindset. And week 5, on those rare occasions when they pop up, are a grab bag. So they're really great. They're amazing. They're free. theunconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. Okay. It is December 17th. We are 2 weeks away, pretty much exactly, from the end of 2020. Thank the Lord. We're ready for this year to be over. It looks like things are already trending up, with COVID, with everything. And I thought I'd talk really briefly about kind of some of the things that I'm working on for 2021, just to give you some context and to give you an idea of how I sort of see things in the future and how I work out plans for my own firm. One of the things that I hope you notice is that I provide plenty of time for things to actually happen. I think one of the problems, or one of the things that we can encounter that make things difficult, is often we will make plans that are too big or with too short of a timeline. And when we do that, we are disappointed by the progress and we lose interest and we quit. Or we lose interest and we jump to something else, and then nothing ever gets done, okay? So I can tell you with 100% certainty what I'm going to be working on, and this is basically my whole year plan, okay? And so let's just talk about it. So first things first, I don't have anything really new planned for the firm for my marketing efforts, my advertising efforts, my sales efforts for 2021. My goal with 2021 is to take what I'm already doing, which is working and working really, really well, and just do it better. Spend more, right? Refine more, make it work more efficiently, better, and maybe take those things to some new avenues. If you know how I roll, one of the things that I do that gets me a tremendous amount of business is create content and then distribute it out there to the world. And I do that organically, and I do it with some money, sort of on Facebook. I'm going to be, by the way, creating a brand new training around what I do from like start to finish, soup to nuts. It's going to have everything in it. My follow-up system is going to have all scripts and, of course, how to make videos and how to distribute them. The whole thing, I'm putting that together for Sanctuary members. And then it's also going to be, I think, maybe a one-off course because it's going to be amazing. But I'm going to focus more on that, which for me means really creating and focusing on how I'm distributing this content from a paid perspective. How am I boosting certain posts? How am I getting my name in front of as many people as possible so that they can hire us and use us? Another thing that I'm working on the same vein, is my Google Ads work, particularly when it comes to probate. I'll probably also venture into some estate planning Google Ads, which I have none right now. All my estate planning comes from content. All of my probate pretty much comes from Google Ads. There's some probate that comes from content as well. But with Google Ads, there's always work to be done on both refining the ads, refining the landing page, refining all of that kind of stuff. And then also Google Ads has this thing called Display Network, where when somebody lands on your page or when they do something, you can just like chase them all around the internet, which is quite amazing. So I'll be deploying some of that, and again, continuing to refine that, get more clicks on my ads, get the landing page better so that more people sign up, and just doing more and more and more. As that happens, revenue is expected to increase. My goal by the end of 2021 is to have another attorney and another paralegal working for me. By doing that will sort of round out probably the bulk of my office. If everything goes according to plan, and the cash flow is there to do that, we'll then have a full team ready to just crush the world. Recently, I hired a virtual assistant that is going to help with some of the admin stuff, with some of the back end kind of stuff, and we're just going to do more. But the way this works in the timeline is I probably will spend like all of Q1 just working on Google Ads. and refining Google ads and getting the Google ads as good as they can be. Then I'll spend all of Q2 working on Facebook ads and getting those as good as they can be, getting that specific process that I want down for when I create a new piece of content. How is it distributed to the world? How am I putting money behind that specific thing? How am I deciding how to do that? Who is doing it? And then actually getting it done. Q3 probably will be hiring paralegal maybe. And then Q4 will be hiring that other attorney. And then we roll into 2022. But the key is to not try to do all that in Q1, right? Because what you're going to do is lose interest. If you could ramp up and have Google ads going as great as they could possibly go, you would crush. You could spend more, you make more. It'll be amazing. But what we end up doing is we dabble here, then we jump over to this thing, then we jump over to that thing, and then we jump over to that thing. And what we end up doing is not giving everything that we should, and we end up going slower than we want to or than we need to. So that's it. My processes and systems are already built out. That's why I'm able to sort of scale up and add more people easily. But it's just continue to refine that process. And then to give you one more sort of idea of what I would do if I was doing the next thing in 2022, which I'm probably not going to do, is I would take this sort of framework that I built, and instead of adding more people to this office, I would just take this idea and I would drop it in another office, right? So for example, I would just choose another location that I wanted to be in, Kansas, maybe Kansas City. I would just drop in another office right there, create a new office there, build it up, do exactly the same thing all over again, okay? And then I would just keep doing that over and over again if I wanted to, but I don't know if I do. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it's not too general, but and hopefully it's not too small. Hopefully it's not too boring. But as your business begins to mature and as you start to figure things out, it should get a little bit more boring. It just quite frankly it should. You're not always going to be doing new stuff. You're going to be getting better at what you're doing. You're going to be refining what you're doing. You're going to be really just making things as great as possible, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. And once I reach the sort of the plateau of that, then we'll see what to do next. But that's what 2021 is about, is reaching that plateau, hopefully. All right. Okay, that's it. As always, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have a question or comment, please leave it. If you know someone that needs to hear this, please share it with them. And if you are not subscribed to the world's greatest law firm owner newsletter of all time, you can subscribe by going to theunconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time. I'm Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon. See ya.